So, about a year ago, it was a little over a year ago. It was about a year and like 3 months ago. Um, it was in December 2017. Yeah, December 2017. I come up with this condition I have. It was right here. Look, check it out. Right where you withdraw blood, I had some kind of a nerve problem or something. It felt like if you've ever hit your hand hard and then it gets real like hard and it hurts right where you hit it, like you broke a blood vessel or something, or like hit a nerve or something. It's like it hurts real bad and it bulges out. And like my mom used to tell me when I would like accidentally like graze her hand or something, and she'd be like, "Oh, you just broke my blood vessel." And she would look down at her hand and she then would get like big, and like I would hit my hand too, and my mom would tell me the same thing. Say, you probably just broke a blood vessel. Well, anyways, it felt like that. It was real hard right there, right where you would draw blood, and it hurt like that. And I didn't think nothing of it. I thought it would go away. It didn't go away for about a week, and then actually I noticed that it hurt worse. Like it started hurting down my arm, all the way down to my wrist, and my wrist started hurting, and then my fingers, these two fingers got real bad, and it got numb, and then my thumb got numb, and then my thumb right there, I couldn't bend it. When I bended it further than that, it would hurt. Like when I got it down in here, it would hurt real bad. Like there's still some pressure in there, right? I mean, it felt like it was built up pressure, like basically like you fell asleep, like I fell asleep on my arm, but it hurt a little bit too. So I went to the doctor. I can only afford the emergency room because I don't have health care or anything. I'm fucking a broke. Well, I'm not broke, but I just don't pay for health care. But anyways, I don't have health care, so I couldn't. I went to the emergency room and told the doctor, and the doctor basically explained to me. He told me you don't have carpal tunnel. And that's what I thought I had. He told me that there's probably a pinched nerve or something. He said he basically didn't tell me exactly what I had. He just told me, look, go home and take a leave once a day. Take a leave for about a week. And he said ice that area on your hand and your wrist down. And he's like, also, if you want, you can ice down the rest of your, the arm that hurt, the parts that hurt on your arm, or the parts that I explained to him, because I explained the same thing to him. Well, anyways, I iced it for a week. It got a little better, not really too much better, but it didn't hurt at night anymore. Like at first, it would keep me awake. Like it was like weird. But anyways, let me get to the point here. This has been about a year and 3 or 4 months. It got a little bit better, but it's still real numb, and it's still kind of hard to grip things. I couldn't grip things, I couldn't feel it, so it made my job difficult. Which I'm a chef, so I have to grab stuff all the time and use my hands. So it was very annoying. Well, one day I went to this place down the street. Is a CBD oil place. They sell all kinds of CBD oil products, and they just opened a few months ago. So I went in there and asked them, hey, I'm wondering if maybe you guys can give me some kind of sample to try out, because I don't want to, just commit to buying a bunch of CBD oil if I don't know if it's going to work. And told them my condition, and they're like, ooh, we've had somebody in here that had that condition. It was a nerve problem, just like you just explained. And it helped them, and they're able to sleep now, and like it was keeping them up. And it basically calmed them down enough to where they can go to sleep. So it kind of sounded like the same thing I was going through when I first had that problem. Well, they sold me this stuff right here. Or they gave me some of this stuff as a free sample. It's called Full Spectrum CBD Hemp Oil. And it's basically, it's like a salve. That's what it is. It's a salve. You rub it on your lower back. You have lower back problems. You rub it on your lower back. You have back problems. You rub it on your back, and for me. It started working like that night. Like I noticed that whenever they gave me it, I rubbed it on that area. I rubbed it on my arm, the nerve right here. I rubbed it right there first, and then I rubbed it on my hands. But I didn't get a lot on my hands. But still, I noticed it working that night. And then the next day it was still the same. And then the next morning I woke up after, like the third day when I woke up after taking it the first time, it was way better. Like I felt like I can move my arm or my hand, and it didn't hurt. Or my thumb didn't hurt when I bent it. Well, I've been taking it for a couple of weeks now. Every day I try to rub it on my arm, rub it on the nerves area that I think, it's basically where the nerve runs down from the neck all the way through the arm to the hand. I try to rub it right here, rub it on my arm, my underarm too, because I don't know where it runs really. The doctor explained to me where it runs, but I forgot what he said. So I try to rub it on my arm. It's basically where I feel it tingling, and it tingles right back here, and it tingles right under my underarm, and then it tingles right here down where my, your veins would go where they draw blood. So I would rub that CBD oil on my arm and get it rubbed in there like twice a day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. I would do it. And if you look at this, it's been only 2 or 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks. 2 weeks since I started taking it, and there's none in there. Well, there's a little bit in there. There's like, this thing was full, and I've been using it every day. But today, like I'm noticing today, it feels a whole lot better. Like I'm able to bend my thumb. I'm able to make a fist really, really tight, and I have feeling in the tips of my fingers now. Didn't used to have feelings in the tips of my fingers. It's just great. Like it really is great. Like if anybody has any problem with lower back pain, arthritis, stuff like that, stuff that you would need icy hot for, like get this CBD oil. This little jar, I think they told me it was 4 ounces in here. Yeah, 4 ounces. 4 ounces in here, and I used a lot of it every day, 3 or 4 times a day. I used it. I could have made this last a lot longer if I just used it once a day. But anyways, a little jar like that cost me $90, $89.99, and it was well worth it because, honestly, it's I didn't want to really show how much it was bothering. It really was bothering me. I wanted to go get health care. I wanted to go see a specialist. But I just didn't have time, and didn't have the money, didn't have transportation. So, I just basically just dealt with it. Worked around it. I was able to still grip stuff. So, I worked through it. I worked through the pain. But this CBD oil really just fucking I'm so relieved right now because I can feel my fingers again. It's like I didn't have my hand my left hand for. You take these kind of things for granted. You don't. If you have your hands your whole life. But what do you do once you lose a hand? Especially when you work with your hands. It's really scary. Like I don't want to be a one-armed chef. I can do it, but I don't want to. Thanks for listening. I don't give a fuck about likes and subscribes and shit. I'm just trying to make a video. I'm basically making this video to send it to a friend so I don't have to type a long ass paragraph out.